Hello, patrons and anybody. These are my first thoughts on the upcoming closure of G+ and the raft of reactions and concerns and all the rest that we've been watching. Well, the first thing I have to say is maybe not very sympathetic. I hate social media. I don't do well at it. I don't like its effect on dialogue. The only thing that people seem to like off of social media sites are crowdfunding. And if you look, you will see that crowdfunding has all the same features and can be considered a form of social media of their own. I shake my cane and say, why can't we all go back to the way it was when you wanted to do a thing and you went to the website where they did that thing and you do it there, and then you go do another thing at the other website for that one. And I know, nobody agreed, and everybody likes it, and that's reality. Well, that bit of reality called G+, which at least allegedly had no extremely intrusive or controlling factors, seems to be going away. And the fact is that I think it was full of intrusive and controlling factors anyway. The whole concept of social media as choosing who you include and who you disclude, the infrastructural features, particularly likes and other forms of approval and quantitative scoring, none of those are very attractive to me, and I'm not going to grieve for the entire thing. What is the problem, and the only reason that I was participating on Google Plus or LinkedIn or Facebook or anything of the kind, or Twitter, badly, the only reason that I'm doing any of those is for purposes of promotion for my thing sites and activities. And as you all know, it's an uphill struggle. Either one goes into that ocean of social media and excels at it and becomes quite the Leviathan in one's chosen, designated, and above all managed space, or one is just kind of flailing around, kind of like passing out pamphlets on the street corner with one's intermittent shares, Twitters, announcements, and see, I didn't even say it right. You're supposed to say tweet as a verb. Well, that's me. I've got accounts, and when I remember, I punch something and share it, and I tried to set up, for example, the comics blog so that it shared out to Twitter automatically or shared out to Facebook automatically. The rules for that and the software link-ups for that are continually changing, and they don't work most of the time. All right, so what now? What now is the opportunity, perhaps, for at least somebody to consider that doing thing A at the website where we do thing A, because it's its only and designated purpose, might not be such a bad thing after all. And to be conducting it in this way isn't that dreadful. Let's have Adept Play be a thing site. You go to it because that's where you do the thing. And strangely enough, the thing in question is precisely what I've seen people over and over and over on social media complain or grieve that they can't seem to get, which is a place to post about actually playing their games and a place where they can be assured that people are reading it in interest about the games and about them, and that the discussion can take its time and grow and won't disappear or be shoved off the page or destroyed or ignored simply on the basis of time. You don't have to be in a state of frenzy just to keep the thing alive. Well, a couple of things about that. Yes, I actually am very frustrated with the archiving feature at Adept Play. It has not created the page of viewable links and curated topics from the discussions and seminars that I want it to. Well, that's underway. designed for that. I'm working on it, and with any luck at all, we will see a wonderful page where it says archives, where you go and you can see what's been done, and it's laid out in an attractive and clickable fashion, and nothing is lost ever. All is found. Pending that, Adept Play could well be a good place for people who have voiced that concern online. How do we communicate that? How is that said? I can tell you one thing that's not going to happen, or how it can't happen. It can't happen by me jumping up and down and waving my arms over the head and promising and claiming and whatnot. The talent I have for that is, rated in the negative. It's like having, a black decaying thumb instead of a green one. I try it, it doesn't work. I say it badly, I use the wrong verb, I say the wrong thing, I get paraphrased in some extraordinarily counterproductive way. It's just a bad idea. The only people who can actually do this and share it out in fashions that they know work, because they do it all the time habitually in their social media venues, is you. So that's what I'm asking for, or hoping for, is that people who value what I'm doing at Comics Madness and at Adept Play would be so kind as to say so in those venues, with special reference to people who have stated that they want a place for discourse, a place for discussion, and be willing to follow up in addressing whatever concerns they may have. Well, that's the plan. I'm interested in your opinions. I'm interested in your suggestions. By the way, suggestions are frustrating, though, because it's like, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, you should do... Well, I know. I should do 10,000 things. But I'm just me. Some of them I don't know how to do. Some of them I do know how to do, but I can't for various logistic reasons. Some of them I don't want to do, after all, and have considered. Regardless, some of them I might not have thought of and might be exactly the perfect thing to do. So I'll eat the frustration with all the former ones and ask for your suggestions anyway. Let's talk it over here. Thank you.